Now, what is an arithmetic progression? First of all, an AP is a set of numbers AP is a set of numbers, say A1, A2, A3, and up till AN. Okay, any set of numbers that you consider such that A2 minus A1 must be equal to A3 minus A2 must be equal to A4 minus A3 and so on up till AN minus AN minus 1. All these must be equal. That is, if you take the difference of the first two, it must be equal to D. Difference of the next two, it must be equal to D. Difference of the next two, it must be equal to D. Okay, here A1 is called the first term of the AP A1, A2, A3 and so on up till AN. A2 is called the second term of the AP A1, A2 up till AN. A3 is called the third term of the AP. And if we continue in this way, fourth term, fifth term, and so on, then AN is called the nth term of the AP. Okay, and D is called the common difference of the AP. Okay, so any set of numbers in which A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 and so on up till AN minus 1. So any set of numbers in which this holds, it's called an AP. Okay, now let us see examples. If I give you an AP, three, 1, minus 1, minus 3, and so on. Okay, what should be the common difference and the first term? Here, first term is equal to, this is my first term, A1. The first term is equal to 3. And what is the common difference here? Common difference is, if this term is A1, this term is A2, this term is A3, this term is A4, and so on, A2 minus A1. A2 is 1 and A1 is 3. So common difference is minus 2. You can also check with A3 minus A2 also. A3 is minus 1, A2 is 1. So A3 minus A2 is minus 1, which will also give you minus 2. You can also check with the next two, A4 minus A3 also. A4 is minus 3 and A3 is minus 1. So minus of minus 1. So this will become minus 3 plus 1, become minus 2. Okay. So A1 is the first term, 3, and common difference is minus 2. So if I give you a set of numbers in AP, then you can easily find out the first term and the common difference. Let us take another example. Okay, so here which one is the first term? In some books, first term is also referred to as A. Instead of A1, they refer to the first term as A. Okay. A1 is a more convenient practice, so you can consider the first term to be A1. So first term is A1. If you see first term here, this is A1, which is equal to 1/3. And what about the common difference? Common difference is the second term minus the first term. Second term here is 5/3 minus 1/3, which is 5 minus 1 divided by 3, which is 4/3. This is the common difference. Or you can also take A3 minus A2. 9/3 minus 5/3, which is 9 minus 5/3 is 4/3. Or you can also take as the fourth term and third term. Which will again give you 4/3. Okay. So common difference is referred to as D. So let's write this as D. Okay. So this is when a set of numbers is given, which is in AP, then this is how you will find out the first term and the common difference. Let us take a third example. Consider the AP. Minus 3.2, minus 3, minus 2.8, minus 2.6, and so on. So here first term is A1, which is equal to minus 3.2, right? Common difference. D is, you can take the second term minus the first term, minus 3 minus 3.2, which is minus 3 plus 3.2, which is 3.2 minus 3, which will give you only 0.2. Or you can also find it out by subtracting the second term from the third term, A3 minus A2. Minus 2.8 minus of minus 3 will give you minus 2.8 plus 3, which is 0.2. Or you can also, since you know the fourth term and the third term, you can also find it with the help of fourth and third term, A4 minus A3. minus 2.6 minus minus 2.8. 0.2. Okay, so this is how you find out the first term and the common difference. Now, what if I don't give you the AP? Instead of the AP, if I give you only the first term and the common difference, then how will you determine the set? See, in all these cases, what I have given you, I have given you the set of numbers, and you are writing the first term and the common difference. Now, what if I give you A1 and D? That is, what if I give you the first term and the common difference, and you have to write the AP? Before that, I would like to say here is that an AP is completely determined if the first term equal to A1 and the common difference equal to D is given. Okay, if the first term A1 be given and if the common difference is given, then what is the AP? The AP is, the first term A1, so write the first term A1. The next term that you want to write here is A1 plus D. Okay, the next term, that is the third term, you can write is A1 plus 2D. And then the third term, fourth term, in fact, you can write as A1 plus 3D, and so on. And you can continue this till the nth term, A1 plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, now this is something that is very important. We'll come to this a little later. Okay, for the time being, just remember that the first term is A1, second term is A1 plus D, third term is A1 plus 2D, fourth term is A1 plus 3D, and the nth term is A1 plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, if you know the first term and if you know the common difference, then this is the set that you can write. In the previous problem, the set was given and you are finding out A1 and D. But in this case, this is just the converse. That is, the A1 is given and D is given, and you need to find out the set of numbers. Okay, let us see examples in this regard. So if I give you the first term as 10, and if I give you the common difference as 10, then what is the AP? You know the AP is A1, A1 plus D, A1 plus 2D, A1 plus 3D, and so on up till A1 plus n minus 1 into D. Write this. A1 is given to be 10. A1 plus D is 10 plus 10. A1 plus 2D is 10 plus 2 into 10. A1 plus 3D is 10 plus 3 into 10. And so on up till A1 plus, since we don't know the nth term, so how many terms are we going to count? So we write n as it is here, n minus 1 into D. 10, 20, and this is 30, 40, and so on up till, now if you simplify this, you are going to get 10n only. Okay, now see this term. We'll come to this term, as I said, a little later, but then there is something that you must note here. Okay, note that the nth term here is, it is referred to as an, is 10n. Okay, now if you know the nth term, You can also generate the entire AP. We'll come to that a little later. But for the time being, just know that this is called the nth term. Okay. Let us consider another example. If I give you the first term as -2, and if I give you the common difference as 0, then what is the AP? Now put the values. So your required AP is -2, -2, -2, and so on, -2. So all the terms of the AP are -2 in this case, because the common difference is 0. See a third example here. Suppose I give you A1 is equal to 4. And if I give you D is equal to -3, then what is the AP? Put the values. Four minus 3 will give you 1. And this is 4 minus 6, which will give you -2. 4 minus 9 will give you -5, and so on. What about the nth term? You get 4 minus 3n plus 3, because there's a -3. So n into -3 will give you -3n, and minus and minus will combine to give you a plus. So it will become +3. This will give you 7 minus 3n. Okay. Fourth one. If the first term is given to you as half and the common difference is given to you as -1/6, then what is the AP? Put the values in this. Now you simplify this. You get half minus 1/6. Second term. What is the third term? Half minus, this will cancel here 3 times, so you get half minus 1/3. Again, this will cancel twice, so you get half minus half, and so on till half, and here you get minus 1/6 n plus 1/6. So you get half, and if you take the LCM here, you take the LCM here also, half minus 1/3. This is 0, half minus half. And here, half plus 1/6, you take the LCM, 6. So you get 3 plus 1 and minus 1/6 into n. So half. This is 2/6, which is 1/3. This is 1/6, 0, and so on. And this is 4/6 means 2/3 minus 1/6 into n. This is the required AP. Okay. So there are two kinds of problem that I've discussed here till now. The first kind, the set of numbers was given to be in AP, and you had to determine the first term and the common difference. So you used A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 and so on. And the second kind was when the first term was given and the common difference was given, and you had to determine the set of numbers. Okay, so both problems are just converse of each other. Okay, now let us see. Now every set cannot be in AP, right? How to check whether whether a set of numbers given in AP, whether a set of numbers is in AP. Any set of numbers I give you, how do you check if they are in AP? And if they are in AP, then how to write down the first term and the common difference and the other terms. Let us consider this problem. Now they have not given the brackets, so you can omit the brackets also in case of AP, or you can put these within brackets also.
कैलकुलेट करने के लिए मार्च अप्रैल मई जून जुलाई अगस्त 4 महीना.
Okay, these 10 problems. Let us consider the first one. The given numbers, because we don't know, so we'll not write it in AP. Let's write this as the given set of numbers is and so on. This is the given set of numbers. Okay. Now let's check whether this is an AP. How will you check? Suppose I take A1 is equal to 4, A2 is equal to 10, A3 is equal to 16, A4 is equal to 22, and so on. Okay. Now we shall check whether this is an AP. How to check? A2 minus A1. First find out. A2 minus A1 is how much? 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. A3 minus A2. 16 minus 10, which is also equal to 6. A4 minus A3. 22 minus 16, which is equal to 6. So all the differences that you see are equal to 6. Thus, we say 4, 10, 16, 22, and so on form an AP with first term equal to A1 is equal to 4 and common difference D is equal to 6, right? Now, this is not the end of the question. Once we have shown that this is an AP, the next part of the question, if you see, states write the next 3 terms, right? So how to write down the next 3 terms? What is the terms are given only till A4. So what should be A5? A5 must be equal to A1 plus 4D, because see, if you know the first term and the common difference, this term is A1. This term is A1 plus D. This term is A1 plus 2D. This term is A1 plus 3D. The next term should be A1 plus 4D. Let's find out the next term. A1 here is 4 and D here is 6. So 4 plus 24, which is 28. Next term, the sixth term, A1 plus 5D. Which is equal to 34. Seventh term, A1 plus 6D. 4 plus 6 into 6. 4 plus 36. Which is equal to 40. So you have to write down the next 3 terms. Therefore, what are the next 3 terms? E5 is equal to 28. A6 is equal to 34. And E7 is equal to 40. So therefore, the AP is, write down the terms that were given, 4, 10, 16, 22. These 4 were given to you. What is the next 3 that we have found out? 28, 34, 40, and so on. Is it clear? Any question till this part? No question? Then I'll stop here for today.